No, I definitely don't think so. No, this is totally the best unit. Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Unit 6. And today in Unit 6, we're going to be determining if something is a function. So let's go ahead and get started with that right now.
Today we are going to be continuing the functions unit. We will be looking at examples of relations and determining if it is a function. So first, let's look at the definition of a function. A function is a special kind of relation where each input gives only one output. That means every x value, the input, has exactly one y value, the output. So let's look at some examples. When we are given a table, we want to see if every input has only one output. So I'm going to look at the input, also known as the x values, and I'm going to see if there are any repeating x values. The x values that we have are -4, 3, 8, -1, and 8. So notice how the input of 8 is repeated twice with different outputs, with different y values. According to our definition of a function, every input can have only one output. That means this relation is not a function because 8 has two outputs. 8 has two different y values. So try the next example on your own. Hopefully you are able to determine that this relation is a function because every input has only one output. There were no repeated x values in this table. So let's move on to our next example. In these examples, we are going to determine if these ordered pairs represents a function. We still need to see if every input has only one output. So again, I'm going to look at the x values. We have the x values of -4, -1, and 6. Since none of the x values are repeated in the set of ordered pairs, this relation is a function because every input has only one output. Again, try this next one on your own. This relation is not a function because the input of -4 has two different outputs. Notice when x is equal to -4, y is equal to 5. But then here, there's an x of -4 with a y value of 2. So this set of ordered pairs does not represent a function. Now we are going to look at graphs. In order to determine if a graph represents a function, we have to use something called the vertical line test. The vertical line test states that if you can draw a vertical line anywhere on a graph so it hits the graph in more than one spot, then the graph is not a function. So we need to see if the line touches in more than one place. So I'm going to take this vertical line and place it on the graph. Notice when I place the line right here, it only hits at one spot, at this one point. When I place the line right here, again, it only hits at one spot. That means this relation is a function because every input has only one output, or the vertical line that I drew only hits the graph in one spot. So let's try the next example. Again, I need to see if the line touches in more than one place. So I'm going to take the vertical line and I'm going to place it on the graph right here. And when I place the line on this graph, it only hits at one point. However, when I place the vertical line here, it's going to hit in two different spots. It's going to hit at the point that's up there, and it's going to hit this point down here. That means this relation is not a function because 3 has two different outputs. In other words, when I draw that vertical line, it hits the graph in more than one spot, therefore it is not a function. These last two examples are also graphs, so we're going to use the vertical line test again. So we need to see if the line touches in more than one place. So I'm going to take the vertical line and place it anywhere on the graph. Notice how the line touches or hits the graph in two spots. No matter where this vertical line is, it's always going to hit in two spots. That means this relation is not a function because the line touches in more than one place. Again, for this last example, we want to see if the line touches in more than one place. Notice with this graph, no matter where the line is only going to hit the graph in one spot. Therefore, this relation is a function because the line does not touch in more than one place. So let's summarize the notes. When you are given a table or order pairs, you want to look at the x values. If you have repeated x values with different y values, then it is not a function. When you are given a graph, you should use the vertical line test. When you draw the vertical line anywhere on the graph and the line hits the graph in more than one place, it is not a function. So congratulations on making it to the end of the notes. Now you can watch and complete the notes on intercepts.
Thank you for watching this video on functions. If you like this video, go ahead and throw us a thumbs up. If you love this video, go ahead and throw us a sub, and we will catch you in the next one.